Play ball!
When you hear Derby County, you think football. But let's explore the city of Derby's baseball past. It's important to note, before we get in any more into the video, that Derby's football club and Derby's baseball club are two entirely separate entities. They never shared ownership. Their only connection was the baseball ground. It began in the late 1800s in an era of industrial growth, imperial pride, and sporting experimentation. While cricket remained England's summer staple and association football was still in its infancy, a new pastime from across the Atlantic was quietly taking root. Francis Ley, a Derby industrialist, owned Ley's Malleable Castings. In the 1880s, a trip to the United States changed everything. Ley witnessed how employers used sport, especially baseball, to promote health, discipline, and morale among factory workers. Inspired, he stepped up to the plate, literally, and returned with a vision. In 1890, he opened Ley's Recreation Center, a vast sporting facility near the Foundry in Derby, featuring the United Kingdom's first ever baseball ground. It was here that Derby's baseball club was born. In March 1890, local press featured advertisements appealing for professionals aged 20 to 25 and cricketers who could field smartly to attend Ley's Recreation Center to help form a new club. Derby wore gray uniforms with blue lettering on the front and quickly became a cornerstone of the newly formed National Baseball League of Great Britain and Ireland. The team was a mix of local players and American imports, who were brought over to raise the standard of play. They won the inaugural league title, defeating teams like Preston North End, Aston Villa, and Stoke, who, like Derby, all had football teams and baseball teams at the time. One neat thing to note, though, is that all those teams played baseball in their football stadiums, whereas Derby had a purposely built baseball stadium. Led by American pitcher John Ryanbach and backed by enthusiastic crowds, Derby's early success was no fluke. But success also bred controversy. Many critics accused the club of relying too heavily on American players. In an era obsessed with amateurism and national pride, accusations of professionalism, and worse, importing foreign ringers soon followed. The press pounced, and internal disputes within the league erupted. Despite this, Derby had a familiar face playing second base, Derby County legendary striker Steve Bloomer. Derby won national titles in 1895, 1897, and 1899. Derby's time in the league was not without controversy. The club retired from the league on August 4th, citing financial losses and low attendances. Despite this, the club claimed it still won the 1890 championship, as their winning percentage would have been unattainable to any of the other teams. Derby's record this season was officially expunged. The Derby Telegraph at the time still shows Derby at the top of the league table, having played 25 games, winning 18 of them. Ultimately, it was Derby's other great sporting love, football, that outpaced and overshadowed its baseball sibling. And by the 1920s, baseball in Derby was little more than a memory. The club dissolved. Ley's ground was eventually repurposed, and the sport's local legacy was buried beneath a century of footballing glory. Yet echoes remain. Derby's baseball club was more than a sporting curiosity. It was a glimpse into what might have been, a bold experiment, a symbol of global influence, and a testament to how sport can shape a city's identity, if only for a fleeting moment. While the football club and the baseball club are unrelated, perhaps it's time to remember the history and Derby's baseball past, to honor their place in sporting history, to celebrate their brief brilliance, and to ask, what if? This was Derby Baseball Club. Champions, pioneers, forgotten, but not gone.